And
I am
very.
it's very
It's just us.
strange.
Did you okay, have a lot.
I asked.
Did you're getting a call. Did you answer it?
Yes.
It's a really bad connection, isn't it? That is why I don't use Google Hangouts anymore.
Yes.
There is a chat. Um, I wonder why you can't. I wonder why you can't see our class. Okay, can you see the Google chat at all? No. No. Okay, you're on. Can you see anything in Google?
Chat.
Okay. Ceci, write down in the chat box what you can see.
No, I can't see it.
Can't see it. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go get some technical support. And
Says, Luis can.
yeah, Luis can see. Ceci,
I'm not.
I have never had so many problems. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we should.
Can. Oh, wait.
Say that again. You're going to have to write it in the chat box. Because I can't because you're breaking up. You can write it in the chat box in the last song session, the one that you can't see. I can. Oh, but you don't have anything. But we can talk, right? You know what, guys? We're just going to have to call it a night. What do you think?
Are you with your dog?
What was that? The dog, huh? We can't do this. Oh, evening, but I'm going to send you a message on the phone. I know. Oh, a dog. Yeah. Hey, there you are. Okay, I can see you're chatting. Great. I can see your chat now. And I guess, let me see if I can screen share now that we have this. That might work. Just so we, yeah. So what do you see? Just the chat box? Oops, he's gone again. Do you see my screen at all? No, they're gone.
On Monday or Monday.
Hello? Oh boy. Do you see this now?
Hello.
Hello, I hear you loud and clear, Ceci.
What?
And can you see anything
No. Where?
in your screen?
Suppose.
Okay, you are
I
not,
mean Gmail. If you want to that I pass.
but I just see that you put in two question marks. You just wrote in the chat box.
Yes. And we are seeing your screen.
Yay! Would you like to continue?
But
15 minutes? We can do it.
But I.
yes.
Uh-oh, the sound quality is terrible compared to what I usually have, which is not good. Can you hear me? Oops, I see you
Yes.
and you still can't see me, right?
Yes.
But you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's do it. Okay, first we have the picture of the mansion with the swimming pool, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The House of Will.
Oh, wouldn't you love to have something like that? Oh,
Yes.
I
House with a pool.
yeah. Well, there's something wrong with that pool. I chose that picture on purpose because there's something missing from that picture that was in the story. Can
The
you
chef.
guess what it is? It was a very important part of the story as they were moving around. Or
What
what
thing
do
that you can jump to the
swimming pools at the
pool?
deep end?
El trampoline.
Exactly, but we call it a diving board. They were really playing around on it. One of the things that I noticed in the story is that the author uses a lot of different ways to talk about lying down in the sun. What kind of things do you? Okay, I'm going to be, let's see, moving things around a little bit. See if I could get our chat box back up. Can you still see what I'm doing on my screen? Do you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do when you go to the beach or when you're by a swimming pool? What kind of things do you do?
On the beach.
Yeah, when you go to the beach.
Swim in the ocean.
Okay, do you really? Can you see what I'm writing?
Yes.
Oh, yay, I'm so happy. Yay. Ah, so you swim in the ocean. Ceci, do you swim in the ocean also?
Yes, of course. But
You do?
yes.
So
Take
do
the
you
sun
guys,
on the sand.
say that again?
Take the sun on
Okay, in English,
take a,
we don't say that. In English, we don't say take the sun. we say lie in the sun.
Lie?
Yeah, like you lie down on the sand or on a towel or on a lounge chair. And why do you lie down in the sun? Now, I will tell you that people who are more fair of complexion, I'll write that out for you. People who have a fair complexion, like people of European descent, like myself, people in Europe, when like from England, when they go to Greece or Spain, they like to get a suntan. So a lot of people lie down in the sun to get a suntan. And that has a separate verb. It's called tanning. Now, there are even some crazy ultraviolet lights, like the woman in the picture. And she's lying down in a tanning bed to get a tan before she goes to the beach. Does that seem crazy to you?
A little, yes.
Well, when you live in a northern climate and your skin is really white, sometimes it will help you not get a sunburn by tanning yourself a little first. So if you can tan yourself like she is, then maybe when you're at the beach, you will not get a sunburn. So people lie in the sun, they want to get a tan or a suntan, and sometimes they even go crazy and buy some tanning oil. I remember once my daughter bought like a copper tone tanning oil, and she was like a carrot. People get really funny colors.
Yes.
Do you use a sunscreen when you go to the beach?
Yes, I would like.
What number SFS do you use?
5?
50. You know, it's really funny because people have noticed that even though 30, like there's even up to 80, but if you're going to burn, you've got to cover yourself completely.
Yes.
So what is the difference
Oh, yes.
between tanning and burning? This is like a real big question that I have because some people get red and then the next day it turns dark.
Yes.
Does this happen to you?
I think the difference that when you get a suntan, your color in your body is like brown,
Yes,
and
that's
when
what
you
people want.
get born,
Go back.
I don't know. It depends of the color of your skin, with the color and the resistance of your skin
Okay. What about
because there's some
Afro-American people?
yes.
Don't they get sunburned? They must. But
What I think is
can't see what is happening with their skin because of their pigment. On the very first page of chapter 21, in the
Yes.
second paragraph, there is another way to say tanning.
Yes.
Can you find it?
Yes, this is how girls like me swim. It's also known as tanning.
Right, but right in the middle of the second paragraph, at the beginning of chapter 21, there is a sentence, as she sunned herself.
Yes.
So that's another way to say lying down in the sun, getting a suntan. And I guess that's how what girls do. If you're walking along the beach, who's lying down? The girls. Do the guys do that?
Yes, most of the time.
Really?
Uh, we used to play volleyball and we used to.
Drink beers. That's what they do.
Oh, I know. And watch the girls. Actually, they're
Yes.
not watching girls, Ceci. What do guys think about when, I think we had this discussion already. When you think of the beach, Ceci, what are the first words that you associate with going to the beach?
Take a vacation, relaxing.
Relax.
Relax. Mm,
This is going to be fun. So you say relaxing. What else?
Vacation. Time for yourself.
Ah, that is so nice. Time for yourself. Vacation.
Meditation.
Meditation. Ah, and when you go to the beach,
Inspiration.
what do you like to look at?
The sun. The sun when is
The sunset?
the sunset. Yes.
Great. So you like to see the sunset. Okay.
Yes.
And now it's Luis's turn. Well, wait a minute. I'll add mine. I like to meditate. I make mobiles from the things that I find. I go for walks. It is about getting back to nature. I like to look at the waves and the ocean. I even once we saw, I like to see the dolphins because I have seen dolphins. And once we even saw a whale. And at night, the stars. Oh my goodness, the amount of stars in the sky is just amazing. When you go to Ixtapa, do you see many stars?
Yes. Well, but depend of the zone. In the hotel zone, you can see a few stars.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like, okay, when we were children, we probably liked to build things out of sand.
Yes.
Do you still do that?
Not really, but I like.
Have you ever buried someone?
Yes.
Okay, Luis, what is it that you look at when you go to the beach?
I like to make exercise, like for example,
So you like to
run.
exercise.
Yes, the exercise. Eat fish or eat seafood.
Seafood. Okay.
Drink some beers.
Drink beer. Do you like to go shopping?
No. I prefer to eat, for example, in a native they are always native restaurants.
Oh, yes.
Right? So not go shopping. Definitely. Yeah, I don't, well, there's always something interesting to find, isn't there, Ceci?
Of course. Oh, the bikinis, the
Ah, the
the
bathing
clothes
suit.
of the beach. I love it.
The what?
Clothes of the beach, clothes.
Of
Lots of
course.
things.
And guys don't like to do that. Guys say
No.
normally, and I'm going to say this as a big generalization. Guys like to drink beer, play sports, and watch bikinis. Do you think that that is true, Ceci? We're not.
Maybe swim a little in this ocean.
Yeah, that's included with play sports, but watching bikini is the thing. And what is really funny about the development in this story is that, yeah, Ashley's bikini and clothes changes are mentioned, but it's not really a big issue as it is with people who visit the beach. The fact that Will lives at the beach means that he might have gotten a little bit of immunity. Well, it could be. Let's go on to our next chapter. Can you still see?
Marcus.
Marcus. Marcus gives it away here. I mean, he's a dangerous man.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
fire. Have you ever seen a fire like the one in the picture?
Fire in the house?
Yeah, that is like, imagine this wonderful house that you see here can be burned up like that. Here you can really see.
No, I never. But I see it is a fire on the forest.
Oh, have you seen one?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I was in exercise, spiritual exercise, and I saw fire.
Oh,
I was in the middle.
you were in
Actually.
the middle of a fire. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Well,
but I think that was.
when there are fires here in Morelia, I mean, I live right up the street from the main office of the bomberos, of the firefighters. And sometimes I say, okay, most of the houses in Mexico are built out of brick and mortar. So if you have a fire, you don't really lose your house. You lose everything in it.
Yes.
In the United States, I mean, these houses that we can see here, this is all wood and plasterboard like tabla roca. It's very flammable. And so here, Marcus is playing with fire all the time. He has his fireballs, and he loves, as they say, he loves torching. Now, an arsonist would torch a house. That would mean to light it on fire. Fire can be really dangerous. Construction are wood. You can see how these are all pieces of wood in this building. But that's
Yes.
very different.
And I think the houses, the North American houses, used to have a lot of wood in their structure, no?
They still do. They
Yes.
still do. And so a fire is very different in the United States with these wooden frame houses as compared to Mexico with the building materials made out of something else.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to go into anything that you found in chapter 22, all 2 pages of it?
We can go to the chapter 23.
Okay. Chapter 23. That's when they go out on a beach walk at night.
Yes.
Oh. Now, and they really discuss a lot of things, and that made me think, well, one of the things that they were talking about was how far would you go? How far would you go? I mean, there they were making out. How far would you go in their situation?
Okay.
So that started me thinking, my goodness, they're getting to the point where they're starting to know each other. How far would you go to protect a friend? That is something that Will asked Ronnie. How far would you go? Because he was thinking
Okay.
of the bottle rocket that accidentally set off the fire in the church. Have you ever made a bottle rocket like this?
In scientific programs, scientific TV programs?
No, have you ever made one for school or anything?
No.
Huh. What's really funny is that electrical engineers, I think, they all came in with these rockets that they had to make. It was really kind of interesting. And it's one of these contraptions that set the church on fire.
Yes.
And so all these years, Marcus knew that it was their bottle rocket. And do you think they should have told the police? What do you think? Well, it seems that Marcus has a big secret about what they did to the church. And basically, it's what Scott did. We don't know what it is yet, do we? But it has to do with bottle rockets. And this is a bottle rocket. So Will asks, how far would you go to protect a friend? Would you protect a friend like Will is doing to Scott? They're not telling the truth about the fire in the church.
Yes.
Would you protect a friend even though it's wrong?
I don't know, Ellen.
No.
Yeah, and Scott keeps on saying, well, you know, I helped you when you had that accident. That's kind of strange.
I think it depends of the situation, and if my friend, if my friend do it like an accident, I can help. I can help him, but if my friend act
Stupid.
with with intention, I let him with his responsibility.
Well, what I am understanding from the story is that Scott set off a bottle rocket and it flew into the church and it
Yes.
caused the fire in the church.
But
And the
it was an accident, no?
it was an accident, exactly, but they're scared to tell the police. I mean, this has been something that went back a couple of years, and they are blaming
Yes.
Ronnie's father.
Yes.
So there's a lot of
At
things.
the booklet,
Yeah,
they say something like that.
at the very
This,
beginning of the book, and
yes,
I think they show
how the experience of Will on the fire.
that is the prologue, actually. Illegal fireworks
Yes.
suspected in church blaze at the very beginning. Yeah, bottle rockets. Huh. So, who knows? So, I guess they were doing something wrong, but um, they would have gotten in trouble for it. Let's see. When you go walking for a beach, walking on the beach at night, what do you look for? Turtles? Yes, 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 yes. Always turtles.
With yes.
No, what I saw is the ocean, the
Waves.
waves of the ocean and the sun.
Do you ever see the ocean liners or the princess cruise ships going past when you are in
Oh yeah. Yes.
It seems so
I
strange
love
they're out there. Do you ever see boats of the fishermen?
The what?
Well, sometimes, like, because I go camping on the beach in
No.
fishing
Okay.
towns, we see the men going out and they stay out all night fishing. And as they're going off,
Fishing.
yeah, they're finding fish for their livelihood. We go to the office or the
Okay.
school and they go fishing. And it's what a life. It must be cold out there
Yes.
in a little teeny tiny boat. And
Yes.
I don't think I would ever like to do that overnight. And they do it every
Also,
night.
in America, in United States, the fishers do that, or only Mexico?
Well, let's
Because
just say that
if
everything's
it's in
bigger.
United States, it will be
Everything's bigger in the United States. They have these really big boats and really nice equipment. The guys here in Mexico, they
okay.
have rudimentary, that's basic,
Yes.
very rudimentary equipment and these teeny tiny little lanchas. It seems very dangerous. Ceci,
Yeah.
would you
Yes,
like to be the wife of a fisherman?
never.
Me neither. Me neither. Have you ever seen the movie The Perfect Storm?
No, no.
That's a
I
great
don't.
movie.
I know some scenes of the movie.
It seems pretty incredible. They sailed right into a
Very
hurricane.
scary.
Uh,
I respect the ocean.
I do too. I'm scared of the ocean.
I think it's one of the most stronger of nature.
Exactly. It's like the ocean puts me in my place. I'm little, I'm insignificant, and I'm easily killed. Uh,
Yes.
it's so big. It's just the beginning of everything. Have you ever seen the movie
Yes.
Naufrago? Shipwrecked with Tom?
Oh, yes.
Wow, that is such
Yes.
a great movie. Wow.
Wilson.
With Wilson.
Can you imagine what he would have done without Wilson?
No.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'd like to jump into chapter 24. And chapter 24 is where the author starts to make several references to how Steve feels during the summer. All along, he's been throwing us hints about, oh my goodness, where's Dad? Ronnie asked Jonah. He's taking a nap. What?
Yes.
So here's where Ronnie finds out that, well, he's taking a nap. And every afternoon for a couple of hours, he's napping. That's pretty, I mean, that didn't happen at the beginning, did it? He seems to be getting worse and worse. And
The cancer.
yeah, but
Where's the snapping of it?
excuse me? But he hasn't, I mean,
Es como tomar una
he
ficha.
goes and looks for him at the church where the new piano is. And as
Snap is like a siesta, no?
say that again? I didn't understand you. She goes into the church and he is playing the piano. Can you find that place in the story? Hello, hello. Okay, there. Are you still here? Okay, I hear you. Yay. Yeah, I basically took off our screen, well, our class because there was nothing else to see. But can you find the place in the book where she goes into the church? She walks towards the entrance and goes inside. And she feels a rush of pride. She just like her emotion. She just felt really proud of her dad. But as he played, he coughed. And he coughed again. And then he couldn't stop coughing. Thick and mucusy. And when it continued without stopping, she broke into a run to reach him. Do you remember that part?
Can you share us your screen?
Well, I have the that. Is that what you want?
Yes, because we can see.
Okay. So you didn't want to see my picture, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So here we have this very interesting thing happening where her father is getting sick and she's just finding out all of these hints. He's coughing, he takes a nap, he is wheezing, and these are all symptoms of his illness, and she hasn't figured it out yet. He coughs, a mucusy cough, and he can't control it. He takes naps in the afternoons, and the very last line in chapter 24. Can you find that in your book? Oh dear. She was struck by how tired and frail he looked. Let's see. Are you there? No. Yes, you're back. Okay. We're going to see what I can do here. I'm going to chat. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to screen share again, but there really isn't very much to look at. Oh my goodness. This is quite, isn't that amazing? Well,
Okay.
I have no idea what happened. But there is something. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Let's see if I can fit this all in.
Ellen, Hussein, can we finish the session?
Yes, we can because it's getting late. But I
Yes.
just wanted to post something in the chat. The symptoms of his illness that we are looking at is right here. He coughs, he takes naps, and finally the last line, she was struck by how tired and frail he looked. For our next session, we're going to be reading chapters 25, 26, 27, and 28. How does that sound?
Terrific.
Terrific. And hopefully I'll have this repaired. I think that brings us up to page, well, in the old book, not in the PDF, to page 343. So it's about
It's
50.
until,
28.
okay, until chapter 28?
Yeah, well, chapters 25 up to and including 28. And I'll send a note out on the chat. To finish the book, it's just going to be Mare and the two of you. And Mare was working, as you saw, and there isn't a session that we can share with her because I didn't record it because we had so many difficulties. And thank you very much for dealing with all the difficulties. I'll see if I could get this fixed. And we'll see you next week. Ceci, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow then.
At 5:30.
See you, Ellen. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
5:30.
Bye, Ellen.